Hey guys, I'm Gary Finkelstein. I'm here with Mike Ramirez at North Perry Airport, and we're talking about skydiving and wingsuits. So sit here and tell me about where do you see the next 10 years of this sport?
Well, I mean, the sport is very safe. There's a 0.0006% chance of dying in a skydiving accident.
So 0.006% chance.
Yeah, believe it, you can Google that. The thing is that you're more likely to die on the way to your job or anywhere you're driving, on the road. The car accidents.
I don't think people really understand that, because you hear wingsuits and you think such an extreme sport, and you're like, I get panic attacks just thinking about it. Tell me. That you feel when you're in the air and how you're gliding and
Okay, so the first thing is that when you first start off, obviously it's scary, and you're looking down 13,500 feet. That's pretty high up there. I mean, you go on a building 100 feet and you're thinking, okay, well,
yeah, everybody looks like ants.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so the thing is that with wingsuiting, you're basically, just think about this: sitting on an airplane and you have the window seat, and
I don't even like looking out.
Yeah, you're on the window seat. But now, let's just say that now instead of being in the window seat, you're on the outside of the window. And your body is the airplane. And you're flying your body, and you have to maintain control, because if not, you can crash and burn. So basically, what does it feel like to be wingsuiting? It's the most amazing feeling. It's like the closest you're going to feel to a bird or an airplane, And you have to maintain control, because if not, you can crash and burn, So basically, what does it feel like to be wingsuiting? It's like the most amazing feeling. It's like the closest you're going to feel to a bird or an airplane, where you're actually going horizontal and you're flying across the sky. And like I said, it doesn't even feel real. Every time, the 70 wingsuit jumps that I have, every single time that I'm up there, it doesn't even feel real. It feels like you're in a movie, or it's not real. It's so surreal, like you can't believe you're doing it. Because we weren't meant to skydive. We're not birds. We're not meant to be, flying around in the sky like that, We just came up with some kind of device that could. 70 wingsuit jumps that I have, every single time that I'm up there, it doesn't even feel real. It feels like you're in a movie, or it's not real. It's so surreal, like you can't believe you're doing it. Because we weren't meant to skydive. We weren't meant to. We're not birds. We're not meant to be, flying around in the sky like that. Chest straps. That's the most important thing. Then you want to make sure your handles are, not hanging out. You got your, 3 handles. One, you got your reserve. Your main shoe, this is where you cut away, and your reserve, so these are the 3 handles. And like I said, once you have your leg strapped in, you tuck this in like this, and just tuck it in nice in, because you don't want anything hanging or flapping in the wind and stuff, you know, so.
Yeah, because
right now,
if you jump out and you've got something like hanging around,
yeah,
it could actually cause some serious
it could
damage.
catch on to something, you know.
Wow.
So, anyways, so once you have that, like I'm ready right now. I'm ready to jump.
You're
you know,
ready to go.
And how do you jump? Like basically, you want to when you pull, you want to be as stable as possible. So basically, you know,
Mentally and physically, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you arch. You bring your hand around, but like once you feel comfortable, you don't even have to bring your hand around. Like I kind of got in trouble, you know, Sebastian for wearing a GoPro after only 50 jumps.
Sebastian Inlet?
And yeah, and they want you to have, well, Skydive Sebastian, they want you to have, you know, 100 jumps, you know, to wear a GoPro. And I'm like, I feel comfortable already where, you know, like after 50 jumps, like I can wear a GoPro, you know.
It's like riding a bike.
And the reason they don't want you to do that because they want you to concentrate on the skydive, not on the camera. And they thought, you know, that you're going to be like looking at the camera and stuff like that, you know. So my focus was like, once the camera's rolling, just completely ignore it, you know. So, but I understand there's rules.
You're kind of in the
and
zone,
most,
right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In most places, they don't allow you to jump with a GoPro until you have 200 jumps.
And how many jumps are you at?
So now I'm at 272, but in certain places they'll let you jump with 100, you know, 100 jumps, you know, with the GoPro, you know. So, anyways, but like once you feel comfortable, like you know, you can just you know film yourself and then you know just throw your pilot chute and you know.
Not even comfortable talking about it.
But-
You're just so calm about it that it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like basically it's like riding a bicycle. Once you've done it so many times, like maybe the first 30 times, it's kind of scary. You know, like you just you know you're scared. I mean, you've only done it 30 times. You know,
Well,
but
you know, that's what I'm thinking to myself. Have you ever had like any type of panic, anything when you're up in the air where it made you uncomfortable in the air?
well, I've had situations where we bump into other skydivers, but it wasn't like a panic situation.
In the air?
Yeah, you're falling at 120 miles an hour, which it doesn't really.
At
feel
what
like.
height?
13,500 feet. You know, that's what we normally jump at.
So let me get this straight. You're falling from 13,000 feet in the air
At 120 miles
at
an hour.
120 miles an hour, and you're bumping into people?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
Jeez.
But we're both falling at the same, you know, like the same speed. and
Just
stuff,
the
you know?
thought of it, you know, makes me nervous.
Yeah. So no, but I mean, it can get dangerous if like you guys smack into each other hard, you know, like. But usually just bumping around, it's not that bad, you know. So, but yeah, the bad situation I had was with a line twist, you know. So.
Tell me about that.
Well, good thing I didn't panic, you know, thank God, you know.
Yeah.
So, but what happens is when you pull your chute, it opens up, and now you have a twisted line, like the lines are
So
twisted.
you're
and stuff,
spinning
you know.
in the air,
So you're spinning.
13,000 feet.
You're spinning, yeah. But the thing is that after a while, you're not spinning and stuff, you know, like. But the lines are all twisted up, so you can't you know control the parachute.
How do you get out of it?
So what you have to do is grab the risers, and you have to twist the risers. You know, you have to kick out of it. You know, so.
While you're falling.
Well, the parachute's already open, so the chute is completely open already, but you're still falling at a high, you know, like maybe 25 miles an hour, you know, so once the chute is open and stuff, you know, so, but, yeah.
Man, this is crazy information, and it's pretty amazing. It makes me want to get in the suit, but not go on a plane.
Yeah, the extra thing that you have to worry about, you know, like, now you have all this garment, and,
How many flights have you done in this suit right
70, well, no, I started off with a student wingsuit, and I did like my first 22 jumps. First 22 jumps in my other wingsuit. Oh well, it's a student wingsuit, you know. So I have about I don't know close to 50 in this one, you know. Yeah. So
where do you see the sport going in 10 years? Where's the future of wingsuiting?
Well, I think everybody should be doing it. I think everybody and their mothers should be doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Hey
like
mom, happy birthday! Let's go jump out of a plane.
yeah,
Let's go
exactly. You
suit.
know, I mean all it is just learning the right form. You know, it's just like in tennis. You know, I teach tennis. I'm a tennis instructor. You know, that's one of the things I do. So as a tennis instructor, we teach the form. It's just forehand and backhand. You know, so in wingsuiting is just basically finding the right form. You know, yeah. Once you learn the form, I wish everybody had the opportunity to able to fly through the clouds, you know, like, it's just, like I said, nothing like I've ever done before. Wow. It's the most amazing experience I've ever had, you know. I mean, nothing compares to, I've done race car driving, you know, around the track, 154 miles an hour.
Wow.
It was cool, you know, like, you're very focused.
No, it's good. I'm getting sick.
Yeah, you're very focused when you're driving a race car, and you know, you have to, because you're going 150 something miles an hour, and you're going around the track and stuff, you know. But this is different, man. You're a human bird, you know, like you're in the sky, something that not too many people get to do, you know. They say there's less than 5,000 wingsuiters around the world.
Wow.
5,000, less than 5,000.
You're one of less than 5,000 people that do this. How did you get
It is nerve-wracking because you can't believe that you're in a flying squirrel suit, you know,
Yeah,
in a
for
wingsuit. But it's just like, yeah, once you learn how to do all the different moves, and then you do rollovers and stuff with barrel rolls. That's pretty cool, you know, where you just you drop one shoulder and you just come around. And
Mike, tell me what the difference is between jumping out of a plane, jumping out of a helicopter, and jumping out of a hot air balloon.
Okay, so the helicopter, well, you got the blades that are spinning around. It's pretty much, the hot air balloon is the same as a helicopter jump. Basically, you just, on the helicopter jump, all I did was just fall backwards.
Fall backwards.
It was so cool because, like, you know, he's just like, I've never done this before. My first helicopter jump, I've only done one helicopter jump up to now, but anyways, you just fall backwards, and the next thing you know, you just arch, and you're back on your belly, and you're stable within, you know, a couple seconds, you know. So anyway, the hot air balloon, with air, now you're dealing with dead air. Basically, it's just like jumping off a building or jumping off a cliff and stuff, you know. But it was the coolest experience because I had to go all the way to California because nowhere here in Florida they let you jump out of a hot air balloon here in Florida. So I was like, pissed off. So anyway, I made a big trip. 9 days. I went to Skydiving Paris, and I jumped out from. Went to like 4 different drop zones and stuff, you know. But I had to do my hot air balloon there, and I did 2 hot air balloons. I wasn't going to go there just for 1 hot air balloon. So first time you do it, you're a little nervous and stuff. Second time you feel more comfortable. And anyways, when you come out of the hot air balloon, it's just dead air. You're just like, whoa! It's like a roller coaster, but a lot better. And you just know what to do. You know how to fall. You know how to fly your body and stuff. You know.
Is it at the same altitude?
Pretty much the hot air. Well, it could be like the hot air balloon was at 6,000 feet. The helicopter jump was 7,000 feet. You know. So, but the hot air balloon, you're just like I said, just dead air. It's just like falling out of a building and you're falling fast. But like I said, once you know how to fly your body, just falling down and you're arching, whatever. And then, you wait 6, 7 seconds, and then you just pull, and that's
so
it.
You're in the air, you're free falling for about 6 to 7 seconds.
Yeah, 6.
Wow.
Well, you can free fall more, but I mean, I pulled around 3,500. Yeah, I mean, I pulled 3,500 just in case of any kind of emergency.
So if you're doing 6 seconds, I'm probably going to do like 2 to 3. That's my mentality because I'm so nervous about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, no. Once you do a hot air balloon, like you already know what you're doing. You don't just do a hot air balloon in your first few jumps. You're supposed to have at least 50 to, I don't know if it's 50 or 100 jumps. Skydives.
Yeah.
So like by then you jump so many times, like you feel comfortable already. You already know what to do. So yeah. So I mean, like a hot air balloon probably my favorite. The helicopter was cool also, just falling backwards and stuff. So yeah. So that and then also the plane. So now the plane, you're going about 100. Well, in a plane you're going about 150 miles an hour.
Okay.
So when they slow down to let the skydivers off, you're going about 110, 120, whatever, So what's that like? Well, it's crazy because you jump out and you feel the turbulence,
Yeah,
because
sure.
you're moving pretty fast and stuff, So that's how you obviously start, So that's also. Nice experience, where you just come out of the plane and you start rolling around and stuff,
Wow.
But I mean, like if you know the right procedure, you just come out and you can get stable right away, you know, so.
Mike, that
yeah,
sounds
so-
amazing. Thank you so much for telling us this information.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, I wish you the best of luck, and maybe one day I can do a jump with you.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely have to do, you know, I mean, even if you had to do a tandem, you know, but I recognize, I mean, I recommend everybody get certified in skydiving, at least, you know, do it a couple of times, you know, and just see what the experience is like, you know, it's just pretty incredible, you know, so.
Amazing.